A functional cardiac catheterisation laboratory at the National Cardiothoracic Centre is a lifeline. It enables the rapid diagnosis and treatment of heart disease, giving Ghanaians access to world-class cardiac care at home instead of traveling abroad. But following a tragic fire outbreak incident that rendered its previous cath lab unusable, the centre was left without this critical facility.
It did really halt our operations in terms of the cardiology care.
Since June 2025, patients have been forced to seek these services at costly private facilities where delays caused by distance can also put lives at risk.
In the previous setting, our cath lab was in our building, and so we could move in items from the theatre, or we can move the patient to the theatre seamlessly.
The reality was alarming. If Ghana's National Cardiothoracic Centre did not have a functioning cath lab, what then was the fate of the others? It was this concern that moved President Mahama to act.
And so the president called me and asked how we can procure cath labs for some of these teaching hospitals.
One of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund's 4 core pillars is retooling specialist healthcare facilities across the country.
As usual of my sector minister, is either he's calling me 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. just because there's something up. So as usual, he called me one of those mornings and I could sense the urgency in his voice, and then he says, His Excellency the President has given a clear directive that the Ghana Medical Trust Fund and the Ministry of Health should deliver 3 fully functional cath labs as quickly as possible, because it was about saving lives and delivering on the Trust Fund's commitment to strengthening specialist healthcare across Ghana. I was for it.
Understanding the urgency of the situation, Ajua Obobia Daku Opoku and her team moved swiftly into action. She visited the cardio center with the good news. This was in January 2026.
So basically what we are doing is that we are moving the old one out, make some changes there, and then put the new machine there. So that is a very simple work for the engineers, and I am excited already. It means that Korle-Bu will be the first to come into action.
The previous cath lab is also 10 years old and was not functioning optimally. So it is an opportunity to get the state-of-the-art, a good cath lab.
Work began almost immediately. ADB Medical Service Group is the construction firm to execute this project.
The primary objective of the project is to decommission the damaged angiography equipment, renovate the space, and bring back new equipment.
The project had to move at an unprecedented pace, but never at the expense of quality.
We actually made sure that they went up to the specifications, and almost all the equipment that are going to be done, the civil works, were actually down to specifications.
Throughout the project, the leadership of the National Cardiothoracic Centre made regular site visits to ensure that every aspect of the work was carried out exactly as specified.
I visit the cath lab at least twice a day in order to follow up with the progress of work. So I'm quite acquainted with every little detail and every intricate detail about the construction.
While construction was underway, another critical component of the project was being handled simultaneously, ensuring no time was lost.
We had to be innovative. We agreed with the contractor to order the equipment whilst construction was still ongoing instead of waiting for the building to be completed. And that meant the equipment arrived just as the civil works were finishing, allowing installation to begin immediately. That approach saves us a lot of time.
There was a need for us to expedite action on the construction of those facilities. So we moved with a very tough speed, mindful of the legal regimes.
6 months after work began, the project is nearing completion, filling the air with excitement and renewed hope for the future of cardiac care in Ghana.
This is a very modern cath lab. It is the latest, it is the state-of-the-art, and it has many capabilities far above the one that caught fire earlier. And so we are extremely confident about what it can do and then its capabilities.
Step by step, the vision of President Mahama entrusted to the Health Minister to deliver through Ghana Medical Trust Fund has become a reality.
I was genuinely amazed We have been monitoring the project closely, and one of my earlier visits to Korle-Bu, I wasn't sure they would meet the deadline. The contractor would tell you my pressure and how after that I had called him and I was like, are you sure we can meet this deadline? But when I returned just a couple of weeks later, the transformation was unbelievable and the facility was ready. So I was like, what just happened?
Health professionals have meticulously tested every life-saving machine in the facility, ensuring it is fully operational and ready to save lives from day one.
As I speak now, it is being tested, and I'm very confident that we are good to go and ready to use it to the benefit of all Ghanaians.
A landmark achievement for Ghana's health sector, and it is exciting.
That is the source of my excitement. I get fulfilled when I embark on a project like that or any other policy and it succeeds. Okay, especially when you can feel the impact on the economy, on the citizenry. I get I feel fulfilled. Not only excitement, but I feel fulfilled that, of course, I've gotten one done. Clear it off, then you go for the next one.
The Ghana Medical Trust Fund is proud of this landmark achievement, made possible through the leadership and unwavering support of the Minister for Health.
Kwabena Minta Akanda. The president calls him Akola Nyami, you know. This is a proud moment for the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, with the leadership of our sector minister, the Honorable Kwabena Minta Akanda. We have delivered a modern cath lab. This project shows what we can achieve when everyone works together towards a common goal. I also want to thank the contractor, ADB Medical Systems Group Limited.
The administrator for Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Madam Obobia, has been phenomenal. I commend her highly. She's been phenomenal, especially with the establishment of these cardiology centers and then the cath lab. I mean, she goes to the field, she makes sure there's value for money. As and when they need to do some payment, it doesn't delay. I believe that if she had been dragging her feet, we wouldn't have seen what we are seeing now. And so she's been phenomenal in all this, and I believe that she'll be part of history.
The Ghana Medical Trust Fund will play an oversight role, ensuring the facility operates efficiently, is properly maintained, and continues to deliver world-class cardiac care.
We deliberately named it the Ghana Medical Trust Fund Cardiac Catheterisation Laboratory because our responsibility doesn't end with handing over the facility. Although it will be operated by the team at the National Cardiothoracic Centre and the Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital, the Trust Fund will continue to oversee its maintenance and servicing to ensure it remains fully functional. Our goal is to make sure that patients always have access to the life-saving care they need without interruptions caused by equipment failure.
Nonetheless, there is another procedure we are going to implement to make sure that this is sustainable. So that is also in the pipeline, and Cabinet has approved that particular structure.
A cardiac catheterization laboratory is a life-saving facility that enables the rapid diagnosis and treatment of heart disease, helping to save lives when every second counts. It is little surprise that the leadership of the National Cardiothoracic Centre is delighted to see this long-awaited facility become a reality.
Thank you will not be enough as an offer to His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. True to his word, the minister and then the Ghana Medical Trust Fund quickly got to work, mobilized the contractor and everybody, and they came to site. They have been working day and night.
First of all, I want to thank His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, for his vision and commitment to improving specialist healthcare. This project shows what can be achieved when there's decisive leadership and a clear focus on improving the lives of Ghanaians. And I think that His Excellency the President has demonstrated that.
It's exciting to work with Mr. President. He is a type who believes in getting things done, and he listens a lot. I believe he will also be very, very excited getting these machines and accessories installed. I will want to express my appreciation for his leadership, his guidance, for making this dream come true, and many others.
By the end of the year, the cardiology centers under construction at the Konfonochi Teaching Hospital and the Tamale Teaching Hospital are expected to be operational, ensuring that patients across the northern, middle, and southern belts of Ghana have timely access to life-saving cardiac care closer to home.